Hey, this is X Sparkage for Beauty from the Earth, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do a really wearable rainbow eye using Beauty from the Earth colors. This is a pretty easy look, and it's very attention getting. You get a lot of attention if you have this on. People are always amazed whenever I do rainbow eyes, but it's really easy, and I'm going to show you how to do it using Beauty from the Earth colors, so stay tuned. So the first thing you would do would be to apply an eyeshadow base. I've already done that. And then just to help with the mineral shadows to stick onto your lid so that they show up nice and bright, I'm going to be using a cream eyeshadow, just a tiny bit on top of that, just because it's a little bit sticky, so that'll just help keep the mineral shadows on your lid, make them adhere a little bit easier. So I just use a tiny bit of that just to give it something to grab onto. And then the first color I'm going to use is Raspberry, which is this really pretty pink. I'm just going to get a little bit onto my brush. Tap away any extra. And that's just going to go on the inner part of the top of your lid. So I'm just kind of pressing it on. Not really sweeping, but just pressing so that I get it as bright as I can. Just about to there. And the next color is Tangerine, just really fun orange. I just use the other side of my brush. Tap away any extra again, and then that just goes to the next part. So you're just going to keep that color about the width of the brush, and then just go over the line between the two colors to blend them together so that they look seamless. Then the next color we're going to use is Lemon, which is the yellow, in the rainbow. And again, just pretty much the thickness of the brush is the width that I'm doing just for my eye shape. You might need to do a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on how big your eyes are. So just pressing that on. And then again, just lightly going over the line where the orange and the yellow meet. And you may need to, add a little bit more of each color depending on how much you blend. So I'm just going to add a little bit more orange. But this is all trial and error. You just kind of got to play around to see where what's going to look best for you. The last color we're going to use is Green Apple. It's the light Kelly green color. I'm going to use a different brush for this just because it's a little bit darker than the other colors. And that's just going to go on the outer part of our eye. And again, just blend that yellow and the green together. That's pretty much the key to this look, is just blending the colors so that it all looks seamless. And now for under the eyes, since I didn't put a cream eyeshadow there, I'm just going to use a white eyeliner pencil. I'm just going to use a tiny bit just so that the eyeshadow doesn't go all down my face. It just helps it stick a little bit better. And we're going to take the blue of the rainbow, and this is Blueberry. And for this, I just have a really small brush, so it's about that big. Just going to get a little bit on there, and then press that onto the outer half of my lower lid. And again, with this, I'm pressing. I'm not really sweeping it on. And then last is Karma. Nice lilac-y purple. And that goes on the inner half of the lower lid. And then just blend those two together. Right, and then I'm just going to take a blending brush and just go over the top of the shadows just so that they fade out really nicely. And then I'm going to take Whisper, which is one of my favorite Beauty from the Earth shadows. It's really pretty, just neutral, light, cream color, and then it has a really awesome blue duochrome. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on my blending brush and then use that as an eyeshadow highlight. So right underneath my brow. And I'm also going to use that as an inner corner highlight. So I'm just going to take that white eyeliner I used before and put a little bit of that right on the inner corner of my eye. Blend it just a little bit with my finger. And that's really going to show that blue duochrome. So then I'm just going to take, use a blend, like a smudger brush. This is pencil style, I guess. I'm going to get that on that brush and then just press that right on top of that eyeliner. So then it shows up a lot brighter than like the brow bone. And it really helps to open up your eyes. So then we have this. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of liquid eyeliner to my top lid and then some eyeliner on my waterline and my mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright, so after putting on my eyeliners and my mascara, I just put on a hot pink blush and then a blue pink lip gloss, and then that about completes the look. So I hope you guys like it, and check out BeautyFromTheEarth.com.